But 1 hour ago, long feel benefit. 1 hour ago, long feel benefit for party. And what is surround that? What is surround that? Pollution, don't stress there. Me that is like from my last time, which video say, where if anything happen to you, now I'm allowed to money to me. Nothing over party. One hour. Oh, feel benefit over party, mobile. But that's like 1 hour ago, long feel there. To ceremony, to pas parler un peu, c'est que au bon master, parce que j'ai vu que vous avez fait pas un peu. To pas parler ni to pas parler ni bien, c'est tout ceremony. C'est que au bon master. I'm just looking after you. I need to look after you. I told you already. You shouldn't be stressed. Be free. Do what you want to do and say what you want to say. Say it. If you say, "Mumi, oh yeah, man, only that in the mighty white job." Can you come because say it? Be free. You wouldn't feel like. I know you said you feel like nobody likes you, Abi. But if you can't feel like, if you feel like nobody likes you, you're not ready to kill yourself. Do you get? Because they're not showing it that they don't like you, but then some people are there where don't like it yet. You walk off feel they know, trust it. It's something in the back of your mind that you raise.
Yeah, I'm trying to raise it. I'm trying to be better than you. I'm trying to shape
but you're locking yourself, man.
Breaking news, Naira Marley releases a recording of phone conversation between him and Mohbad days before he died. Days before Mohbad died. I know that what Naira Marley, having been the greatest suspect and everybody is calling for his arrest and prosecution, is people are expecting him to come publicly and defend himself and prove that he's innocent. Okay? Because he has actually left the country. He had to jackpot immediately to save himself and save his life. I'm sure he would have been mobbed by now. Okay? Now, he has released a video of his phone call conversation with Mohbad before Mohbad died, where he was trying to pacify Mohbad. Okay? But the question is, why is that coming out now? Why not that time that Mohbad was alive and Mohbad was crying that if anything happens to him, they should hold Naira Marley and the Malians responsible? Why didn't you bring that audio recording that time? Or immediately he died, why didn't you release it that time to prove that you're innocent? Why are you releasing it now? And people are already saying that voice is not even Mohbad's voice. So who has actually analyzed that video and to confirm the genuineness of it? Now, wow. So let's hear what Mohbad has to say in this video release. Naira Marley. Okay, so let's hear what Naira Marley has to say in this video release. Naira Marley releases a recording of phone conversation between him and Mohbad days before Mohbad died. British Nigerian singer and songwriter Aziz Adesina Fashola, popularly known as Naira Marley, has released a recording of an alleged phone conversation that he had with Mohbad days before his demise. This recording makes the rounds online today, September 27, that was yesterday, hours after Naira Marley releases an official statement that he is on his way to Nigeria, while adding that he had no hand in the death of his former assignee. Naira Marley, you don't feel like that again, but 1 year ago you felt like killing yourself, and you are still surrounded by the same things that stressing you. And I explained things to you. You have made a video saying if you die, Naira Marley and his team should be blamed. Now you want to kill yourself. And then the voice says, I felt like that at the time, but I don't feel like that anymore. Then Naira Marley, but that was like 1 hour ago. You locked yourself up. I was about killing yourself. If it had happened, what do you think people will say with the video you made? And the voice said, I am sorry, don't be annoyed with me. Can you imagine? Naira Marley, I am not. I just need to look after you. That's what Naira Marley is saying. Okay? I have told you, don't stress yourself. Do whatever you want and say whatever you want. If you say, Wumi, please go to my father's house and don't come here for now. It will be done. Be free to say it. Wow. I know you say you feel like no one likes you, but it is just a thought and you need to erase it. And the voice said, I am trying every day to erase it and be around people. Can you imagine? So that was more like interpretation of the conversation that took place between, or that allegedly took place between Naira Marley and Mohbad. Actually, they spoke Yoruba in the video, and so I had to translate it to English for people to understand what they discussed. Okay, so it was more like a drama. It's very dramatic, where people speak in a conversation. Okay, so now the question is, why is Naira Marley bringing this audio now? Are you sure that this is not stage managed? Are you sure that this is, because these guys are artists and producers and they have a lot of audio equipment that can mimic voice? Okay, it except there's an artificial intelligence that will go and analyze Mohbad's real voice and then come and match it with this one. There's obviously not going to be any headway. It's going to be difficult for public to accept it, because this is coming days and days after a lot has happened, a lot of agitations, protests has happened. So this could have been well doctored in a studio with AI voice mimicking to generate this. So I'm going to struggle a lot to accept this. In this period of AI is just very, artificial intelligence has taken over everything. So that voice, somebody's already saying that voice might not be Mohbad's voice. That is it. This is just something that is done to protect himself. But let's see comments that people are having here. Someone said Naira Marley is really troubled and looking for a way to free himself. That is true. He looks troubled, very, very troubled. And somebody say, oh God, close your mouth with your eyes. You are ugly. Can you imagine? They are insulting him already. Somebody say, where is the record? Who has it? Should please send it to me. Why do we have to send it to you? Do you have a software that will analyze it? We don't know. And somebody say, when you live a good life, it makes it hard for people to accuse you wrongly. Exactly. The life Naira Marley is living is so terrible that people are already warning their children not to be associated with Naira Marley, because he's already corrupting youths and teenagers right now. People are copying bad things from him. Somebody said it is going to require a very hard work to prove beyond reasonable doubt that your action didn't contribute to this young man's death. So you are not going to be free easily. That is it. Somebody asking, why now? How are we sure the voice is not doctored? Exactly what I said, that voice must have been doctored using artificial intelligence or using advanced audio equipment to change voice. There are a lot of audio devices with, abilities to change voices. Okay? He's just forcing English. The guy itself, I don't even think that guy is well educated. Or maybe drug has finished it. Conversation after death. Shey Naira Marley takes say Nigerians Namugu. You arrange call conversation with someone to pretend as Mohbad for all of us to believe you are innocent, like you have talked to him concerning that death threat before now. Okay. Naira, you be mumu. It is now proven that you and Sam Larry really and truly killed Mohbad, because they say guilty conscience fears no accusation. Can you imagine? People are already coming for him. This is a plan. Okay. This is a planned work from Naira to free himself from the law after the deeds has been done. Why recorded the voice and delay later it happens? It is a lie. Can't you show his face? This is just play. That is what people are saying now. Why all this while? Why all this while? You haven't come up with this. It's now that the heat is about to melt you. You now program this. Oga, you see aside, they look you. Abi, this is a staged lie. Why this thing is coming out now, where you have already rehearsed it with your people? I don't 100% sure Naira has had in this killing before, But with this stupid recording, I'm now believing it. This is a pure audio edit. Same feeling here. Exactly. So the same thing I said is exactly what people are trying to, affirm here. That must be a doctored voice just to free himself. Now that he has left the country, only he has prepared himself. He said he's on his way back to Nigeria. I'm sure he must have arranged everything. I will not be surprised if he comes back to Nigeria and the day he lands with security escort from everywhere. I tell you, because people are already trying in Lagos are trying to connect him with the government of the day, even though there's no proof yet. But let's see when he lands, we will see how he will land. Will tell us whether he is with the government of the day or not. So thank you for listening, and let's have your comment.